Okay, hi, my name is Maria, and today I am going to do a video about how I did my wedding makeup. I got married in June this past year, and I personally chose to do my own makeup. Honestly, it's just because I don't like other people poking and prodding at my face, and I just felt more comfortable doing it myself. So, the other thing is I burned my finger this morning on the air fryer, and I don't have any band-aids, so this is a paper towel with electrical tape. We're gonna pretend that I'm not wearing this redneck band-aid that I've created to cover the blister on my finger, but it's also my right index finger and I'm right-handed, so we're just gonna pretend like that's not there and that everything looks normal. So now that I have done my skincare, I have used the CeraVe moisturizer with SPF and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I do something, it's a little unconventional to other people. I don't know, I don't think it's that weird. I use an eyeliner pencil, a brown eyeliner pencil, because I have brown hair, and every time I buy like an actual eyeliner pencil that says it's brown, it's never brown, it's like orange. So I use an actual brown eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild ColorCon Kohl eyeliner in the shade Simma Brown Now. Don't know what that means. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, a good way to measure out how to do your eyebrows is follow your natural face shape. So the start of your eyebrow, if your pencil is lined up with the nostril of your nose, this is where your eyebrows should typically start. And then if you kind of go about towards the, see how the color of my eye kind of ends, and we put that pencil there, we go to about where that color ends, that's where your arch should be. And the end of your eyebrow can typically line up with the outer canthus of your eye. So line up with the inner canthus to begin your eyebrow, go to the edge of the color of your eye for your arch, and going towards the outer canthus for the edge. That's just a very basic eyebrow shape. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to just draw that shape kind of vaguely. And like it's not perfect. We're gonna clean it up later, but it's more of just building a foundation, something to work on. I'm gonna do the same on this side. So I'm just gonna, sorry, I'm looking at my mirror. Draw that shape. And just keep it very generalized. Like, they don't have to match perfectly. No two eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So I have done an outline for my eyebrows. And the next product I like to use is this Infallible Brows by L'Oreal. And I'm just gonna fill in where I have built that line foundation. So again, going back in, it's got like a little half spoolie on here, and I'm just gonna fill it in. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna shape it more in the end. Like, it kind of looks really bushy right now. Trust the process. My cat is screaming. So see how they look really messy right now? That's okay. So now my eyebrows are done. The next thing I'm going to do is apply foundation. I have it upside down right now because it's not full and it helps all the stuff come down to the bottom, but I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I have sworn by this stuff for ages and I will continue to use it because I'm broke. So I'm gonna put foundation on and blend normally. That's really all I do in the foundation area right now. So the next thing I'm going to use is this Nude Ambition palette by Morphe. And I like to use a flatter brush. This one is an e.l.f. brush. It's just a basic flat brush. And I'm actually gonna go to the shade Naked Eye, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna mainly pack that on the back of my outer canthus here, and then barely some on my crease. I pack that right out here and kind of build in on my crease. And I'm kind of doing like a jabbing motion a little bit. And again, it's okay if it gets messy because it's gonna get blended. Then I like to take a bigger fluffy brush. This is a Wet n Wild brush that I've had for centuries. And I'm actually going to go into the shade In the Flesh, which is this shade right here. I'm going to dab some of that on, and I'm going to do it out here on my actual like brow bone a little bit. And blend it in with some of that darker brown. Personally, I like that corner really, really dark. Okay. This next thing is a staple of makeup that has been around since I started doing my makeup. It's called the cut crease, and a lot of people don't know how to do this, but it's really, really easy. And this is where people are like, oh my god, how did you do your makeup? I did a cut crease. I'm going to use the concealer in on my inner canthus, and you really just need about that much. I'm going to go back with my concealer brush and barely tap it, being sure to stay on the lid and not too much on the crease. Again, you're basically cutting it. You're making it look like that crease color never touched your lid. And that is a basic cut crease. I have done my cut crease, and we're gonna add some color. And by color, I mean glitter, because I love glitter. So I'm gonna use a really small rounded brush. This is a brush by Cala. I got it at TJ Maxx. And a set of brushes, and I'm going to go back in with the Nude Ambition palette, and I believe on my wedding day I used the shade Gold Digger and some of Unrated. So this one's Gold Digger and this one's Unrated. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very gently put some of this color on my brush, and I'm just going to like pat it in. Start at that inner canthus and work your way out. So I'm going to take this glitter starting at my inner canthus and working my way out. Like so. I don't like it to go all the way over. So in this instance, I will actually go back with my smaller brush and just kind of tap a little more of that dark color in there. And just very gently blend, like just enough. And then you can kind of touch up, and it'll just naturally blend as you mix the glitter into it. Because you want it to kind of become like a progression. I'm gonna do a winged liner. You don't have to, it's up to you, but I like the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner because I don't have any money. Alright, so I have done my winged eyeliner, and the next thing I do, if you're going to do falsies, this is your chance to do them. I didn't do falsies because I wore my glasses during my ceremony, and I knew they would just get in my way. But I basically just curled my lashes and did my favorite mascara. This one is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I do my upper and lower lashes. It's definitely not the best mascara I've ever used, but I did pay a decent amount of money for it, so I'm gonna use the whole bottle. And it works, so. So then I'm gonna do my face makeup, which actually was very minimal. I use this e.l.f. bronzer, and I keep it really, really light because I'm kind of ghostly. And I just kind of do outer, like out towards the nodule in my ear there, and kind of go inwards. Sorry, there's a hair on my face behind me. Very, very lightly. Just to create some sort of like small shadow. Then I use this highlighter by Milani called Dolce Perla. I've had this forever too. And I use my highlighter brush from Sephora, tip of my nose, and on my cheekbone. Again, very, very lightly. You don't want... I didn't want it to punch people in the face because my eyes are punching people in the face right now. And then I use this blush that is by some company. I don't know. I've had it for so... It's by Essence. Pure Nude Blush. The lid's broken. The blush and contour brush sticking right below where I did that highlighter. And just kind of blending from there and creating a little bit of rosiness to my face. And I don't think I used this exact lip gloss, but I used a very similar lip gloss. This is just chapstick, but for today's purposes, because I don't think I have that lip gloss anymore, I'm going to use the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Sugar Cookie. And really, it just matches the color of my lip and just gives it a little shine. So this is the makeup look that I wore for my wedding. Again, I did my own makeup, more of a personal choice, and I felt very pretty that day. And my husband said that I was prettier than the Epcot ball. And that's a pretty big compliment because the Epcot ball is the prettiest girl in school. So thanks for watching. I've never made a makeup video before, so this is my face.